Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another installment of my CD collection. This is part 138. I know it's been a while. I think about like a couple weeks or whatever the case may be. Um, I figured I start this Sunday morning with a CD collection. Why not? You know what I mean? So let's get on with the first album of the show, and it is R. Kelly with Chocolate Factory. This is his fifth album. This was released in 2002. All right. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. 2003. Sorry. So originally, the story with this album is that originally the album was actually supposed to be called Loveland. It was supposed to come out in 2002, but because this is doing Kazaa, LimeWire, Napster, the album got bootlegged, it got leaked. So he had to like pretty much redo the whole album with new tracks and things like that. I believe you could find the Loveland album on YouTube. You could find it that things like that. It's not really in the best quality, but I heard bits and pieces. It's actually pretty good. But yeah, this is his fifth album. This album has it consists of three singles. It consists of Ignition Remix or Ignition, the song Snake, and Step in the Name of Love. Love that song, Step in the Name of Love. So standout tracks for me is Step in the Name of Love, Heart of a Woman, Been Around the World featuring Ja Rule, that shit goes hard. Let me see what else. You Made Me Love You, Forever, that shit goes hard. Dream Girl, Ignition, Forevermore, Step in the Name of Love, and Showdown. Those are like the standout tracks for me. Showdown featuring Ronald Isley of the Isley Brothers. Man, I mean, this album is so dope. You know what I mean? And it's funny because like this album, it came out, throughout the whole like scandal that everybody knows him about, things like that nature. But this album is really, really dope. It's like really mature compared to the first early albums of R. Kelly. A lot of people, they know him from his sexual songs. And this one, he was like more mature. In fact, he was kind of like more influenced by the likes of like Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. So he was kind of getting influences from that to put on this album. That whole Tamla Motown vibe. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's a really good album. I remember Cameron. He did his version of Snakes on mixtapes and things like that. That shit was pretty dope. But yeah, Chocolate Factory by R. Kelly. This is his fifth album, released in 2003. Next album, we can go to LA. Go with my man Snoop with Malice and Wonderland, released in 2009. This is his 10th album. Known for singles Gangsta Love, I Wanna Rock, and Pronto. Standout tracks for me is That's the Homie. Let me see what else. That's the Homie. Secrets, Love Drunk, and Special. Those are the only songs that I actually like. The rest of the album I could have done without. You could definitely tell he was kind of going from a commercial sound on this album. You know what I mean? He was going for that MTV crowd. You could definitely tell on this album. It just wasn't. I just wasn't feeling it, man. By this time, like in the 2000s, he was kind of hit or miss. He had some dope albums like Pay the Cost to Be the Boss, which I thought it was a dope album, very underrated, which I need to get my hands on. The R&G album, Rhythm and Gangster, that was pretty good. I need to get the Blue Carpet Treatment. I heard good things about that album. I need to definitely get my hands on that. There's a song that he did with Dr. Dre called Boss Life. Fire, love that shit. But this album, I wasn't really too crazy about. I mean, you got Little John's features, Jasmine Sullivan, she's cool. The Dream. Oh god, Soulja Boy Tell him, like, come on, man. But you do have Nipsey Hussle, the late great Nipsey Hussle problem. Got Cocaine, got R. Kelly, Brandon Pharrell, and he was really big on collabing with Pharrell and stuff like that around this time. But yeah, Malice in Wonderland by Snoop, released in 2009. All right, next album, we're gonna go to Philly. I'm gonna go with Boyz II Men with 2. This is released in 1994. This is the second album. They had to put 2 because a lot of people thought that the Christmas album was actually their second album. It wasn't. It was just a Christmas album. This is a separate project. It's a side project that they did for LaFace. I think they were with LaFace and Motown. No, they were with Motown Records. For those that don't know, Boyz II Men, they were from Philly. They put out their first album, Cooley Harmony High, which came out in 1991, which is a great album. So just a little disclaimer. So the version that everybody knows is the one with. I'm talking about the cover for the Cooley Harmony High album. Is the one we see them with all of them with the red hats. That's actually the reissue. That's the 1993 reissue. The original pressing is you see them. They're in like kind of like Sherling coats with Timbs and things like that. They're in front of some type of they're in like some type of like park or whatever the case may be. That's the original version. That's the 91 reissue original version. So just I throw that out there. So anyways, getting back to this album. Yeah, 2, this is the second album. Known for 4 singles. The singles are I'll Make Love to You, which I fucking hate that song. Hate that song. To this day I don't like that song. On Bended Knee, Thank You, and Water Runs Dry, which was pretty good. Alright. So the story with this album is that so there was a R&B production group called Tim and Bob. Alright. They were kind of like the in-house producers for Boyz II Men. And originally Boyz II Men wanted them to produce the whole album. But at the time, L.A. Reid and it wasn't L.A. Reid. It was at the time the Motown president at the time. Forgot the person's name. It escapes my mind. But they didn't want to take. That person didn't want to take the risk of they didn't feel comfortable of getting 2 unknown producers producing the whole album. You know what I mean? And then them being on Motown Records, you gotta show and prove. Motown, you can't just be on Motown and just do a dud. Like, that shit don't work. We got a reputation to make, right? So because to play it safe, they did do a good chunk of the album. Tim and Bob, they did a good chunk of the production. But then they also hired L.A. Reid, Jimmy Terry Lewis, Babyface, and things of that nature. So just to play it safe, because I mean, come on, Terry Lewis and Babyface, you can't go wrong with that. Especially back then in the 90s, Babyface was running shit. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like Babyface is so underrated. You know what I mean? I wish artists would, get with Babyface on the production, but I can imagine his budget is like crazy, so you can't really afford Babyface, but he's that dude, you know what I mean? For me, sorry, the braids. Standout tracks for me is All Around, Let me see what else. Vibin', fucking dope. Love the remix with Trice, Busta Rhymes, Method Man, fire. And I think Craig Mack as well. Best piece of Craig Mack. Let me see what else. Vibin', I believe Water Runs Dry was dope. Jezebel, Trying Times. Yeah. So yeah, and the singles of the album is I'll Make Love to You, like I said, On Bended Knee, Water Runs Dry, and I think Thank You was a single as well. But yeah, overall dope album. It's like their breakthrough album. It's like the best selling album. My reasons why I don't like I'll Make Love to You, a little something personal. So at the time, my father was dying of cancer in '94, and that song would pop up on the radio, and just the overall sound of the song, it just kind of reminds me of that time. So anytime I hear that, it kind of triggers me. So I don't really like that song, and and then and like on top of that, I'm sorry, it's raining outside. On top of that, um, it kind of has like a really dark feel to it. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't feel very happy. You know what I mean? It just has like a really dark, sad feel to it, somber feel to the song. So that's the real reason why I don't like the song to this day. But yeah, Boyz II Men, number two, and Roman numeral numbers, released in 1994. Again, the breakthrough album. A lot of people consider it to be the best album, which I could agree. But yeah, dope album, released in 1994. 94 was a great year for R&B, just overall music. All right, next album. We're still on the Philly side of things. Musiq Soulchild with I Just Wanna Sing. I just wanna sing, released in 2000. Yeah, really good album. Known for singles Just Friends, Love, and Girl Next Door. Those are the singles of the album, alright? Standout tracks for me is Girl Next Door, You and Me was pretty dope. Merry Go Round was pretty dope. 143 was pretty dope. What You Gonna Do? Let me see. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. 17 was pretty dope. Love, Ella's Gone, You'll Be Alright. Yeah, this is a pretty dope album. Really dope. It was on that neo soul type of vibe. But if you guys like that kind of sound, then you'll definitely enjoy this album. Really good. Very underrated. I don't really hear too many people talk about this album. But Musiq Soulchild with I Just Wanna Sing, released in 2000. All right, next album. We're gonna talk with the Purple God himself, Prince. Fucking dope. I love that. This is Prince with his 13th album, Diamonds and Pearls, released in 1991. 1991 was a great year. Yeah, really good album right here. This came out. So the thing with this album, this is kind of like a new and improved Prince at that time. He came out with a new group called the New Power Generation, because him and the Revolution, they broke up around like '86. So and then, throughout the '80s, he was like self-producing his old stuff and things like that. So he was doing everything on that. But this is like a new sound for Prince. Known for a couple of singles, or more than a couple, it's like 6 of them shits. It's Get Off, Cream, Insatiable, Diamonds and Pearls, Money Don't Matter Tonight, and Thunder. Those are the singles of the album. And yeah, really dope. And what's cool about this, when you look at it, you see the track listing, but it's kind of like a sentence, but within the it's like within the track listing. It's pretty dope. Kind of like the same vein of if you guys know of Just Liquid Swords, where it'll have like a sentence, but they'll highlight the songs, which is pretty dope. Which I think Jazzy got his that idea from, has to be. But yeah, pretty dope, man. What's cool about this is that this is the first OG pressing of the album. You can tell because of the holographic effect that it has. Pretty cool. The repressings don't have that effect. So if you find this, you get this, that means you have the first pressing of the album. Alright. Standout tracks for me, Diamonds and Pearls. Fucking love that song, Diamonds and Pearls. Love that shit. I mean, this'll be the day that you will hear me say that I will never run away. Fucking love that. And for years, I always loved that song, but I never knew that it was Prince that did that song. I never, this is 91, so I'm 4 years old, and hearing that shit, man, it's like, yo, that shit just goes hard. Love that. Love that joint. Cream. Love that song. That shit goes hard. Strolling. Money Don't Matter Tonight was dope. Insatiable. Live and Love. Yeah. Overall, great album. Um, to me, in my personal opinion, I think was the last good Prince album. In my personal opinion. I'm very. For me, Prince has been kind of like hit and miss throughout the years. In my personal opinion, I'm just more of like the Revolution era of Prince. That's just my favorite era of Prince. That's just me. That's like to me his prime years. But I do like the Sign of the Times album. That shit goes hard. That kind of thing. I would love for like the Black album to come out one day officially because there's like mad bootlegs, Crystal Ball, Dream Factory. Although some of those songs were featured on Sign of the Times, and I know some of those songs were featured on like the deluxe edition with the I guess the what's it called, the deluxe edition with the vault songs and things like that. But I just would like for those albums to come out its own original form. You know what I mean? I would love for that to happen. But yeah, it might happen. We'll see. But yeah, Prince Diamonds and Pearls released in 1991. Dope shit. All right. Next album, we're gonna go to Detroit, Michigan. Chico DeBarge with his third album, Long Time Coming. Long Time No See, released in 1997. Man, this album is fucking dope. Fucking dope album. Known for singles Iggy, Love Still Good, No Guarantee, and Virgin. Those are the singles of the album. Standout tracks for me is Love Still Good, Iggy. Sorry, let me turn this. Yeah, sorry. Alright, standout tracks for me is Love Still Good, Iggy, Virgin, No Guarantee, Miss Wonderful, Physical Train, fire. Let's see, Trouble Man was pretty dope. Love Jones, Superman, and the self-titled track, Love No See, Long Time No See. Dope album. One of the best songs to come out in '97 R&B wise. Very dope. And it's sad because the DeBarge family is such a talented family, but they're what you would call a dysfunctional family. What people would call toxic. These days, they're a prime example of toxic. Just you with the drug addiction, with the legal issues, of them getting arrested. This man actually getting stabbed by a mafioso in South Philly. It's just like crazy. One of his kids died or some shit like that. It's just crazy, man. It's just so sad because they're such a talented group of family, but they just can't. The demon, the devil, man, just got to them, and just so sad, man. But yeah, Long Time No See by Chico DeBarge, released in 1997. If you can get your hands on this, definitely pick it up. Dope shit. All right, next album we go to Minnesota. You go with Next with Rated Next, released in 1997. It consists of 3 members: RL, T-Lo, and Tweety. These are the members of the group. So you guys should know them. They were actually discovered by KG of Naughty by Nature, and pretty much put them on. You know what I mean, that kind of thing. Known for 3 singles. Butter Love, which was the singles. Too Close, fucking love that shit. Why the fuck you lying? I'm sorry, I just had to do that. And I Still Love You. Those are the standout tracks for the album. Standout tracks for me is Too Close. Fucking love that. That shit goes hard. Butter Love, Penetration with Naughty by Nature, fire. Dope shit right there. That should have been a single in my personal opinion. That definitely should have been a single. I Still Love You, Stop, Drop, and Roll, Represent Me, Um, the whole album is dope. The whole album is dope. I mean, it's just dope. This is when R&B was just dope, man. I mean, you got KG production, you got Mr. Walt production. I mean, just so dope, man. It's just dope, dope, dope. Definitely their best album to me, the breakthrough album, in my personal opinion. Yeah, really, really dope. But Too Close, I used to hear all this time on the radio in the late 90s, man. Especially like around 98, 99. I mean, this shit just goes hard, man. Love this album. Love this album. Very dope. I'm so glad I got it. Next, with Rated Next, released in 1997. Alright, next album, we're gonna go to Compton, California. And we're gonna go with my man, Laquan, with Notes of a Native Son, released in 1990. Laquan, MC from Compton, California, who he would eventually end up becoming Papa LQ with that album, his album Your Entertainment, My Reality, that came out in 95, which I need to get my hands on, but it's hard to find. A little expensive, but if I save for a good price, I'll definitely have to scoop it up one day. But this is a completely different sound for him. This is not the Rap-A-Lot, G-Funk, Papa LQ. This is completely different. This is like more in the vein of like a print, not Paris in the sense as far as production. Maybe not as like but I'm just saying as far as like production wise, kind of like, you know, the likes of like, you know, Big Daddy Kane, like that kind of sound. That's pretty much what you get from that. Like I said, this came out in 1990. The singles off this album is now's that let me see what's the name of this song. Now's the Beat Turn. Let me see what else. Swing Blue, Sweat Black. Let me see what else was a single. And Tear Your Soul Out. Those are the singles of the album. Standout tracks for me is the self-titled track. Now's the Beat Turn. Tear Your Soul Out. Let the Vibe Flow. Soul Soloist. Imprison the President. Those are the only songs that stand out to me. And yeah, dope shit right here. I don't think a lot of people know about this album, but just had to throw it out there. Mind you, this batch of CDs I got from a thrift store. I found a thrift store randomly. The last couple of CD collections that you saw with the R&B joints, a mixture of that, I got from a thrift store that I found. So this is pretty much like a continuation from that thrift store. So that I throw it out there. But yeah, Laquan, Notes of a Native Son, released in 1990. Next album is Beenie Man and Mad Cobra with Heavyweight Dancehall Clash. This came out in 2002. This is when reggae Jamaican DJs, they would dancehall DJs would do clashes, kind of like a freestyle battle. But like they kind of like like a freestyle battle pretty much, you know what I mean? Sometimes it gets a little, you know, hectic at times, but it'd be dope. Do they even do clashes anymore? Do they even do that? They didn't bring that back. But with Jamaica, with the violence and all that, just in the politics and all that, just that's not really possible, which is unfortunate, man. But yeah, this is really good, man. Very, very dope shit right here. Yeah, this is pretty much like early 90s stuff. It's just the whole vibe of it is like the early 90s. I would say this is probably recorded around like the mid 93, 94. I would say maybe even 92, you know what I mean? Because you got songs like Cool Cool Rider, which was like from 92 from Beenie Man. She's Running for Her Life, The Girl Changed Me, Miss Brown, I'm Pretty, which I think a lot of those songs were like from his Cool Cool Rider album that came out in 92. Mad Cobra, Maybe I Talk, Poison Gas, Not Take It, Love Fever, If I Boy This. So those are like, early 90s stuff. But yeah, I just had to get this because I'm a fan of like 90s dancehall, so I had to pick it up. Dancehall Class, Heavyweight Dancehall Class by Mad Cobra and Beenie Man, released in 02. Alright. Next album is the soundtrack. We're gonna go with the Judgement Night soundtrack, released in 1993. This was pretty much like kind of like the rap metal, rap rock kind of thing, which influenced a lot of like new metal and things of that nature, and like that whole hybrid. Known for singles, the self-titled track "Judgement Night," excuse me, "Just Another Victim," "Another Body Murdered," and "Fallen." Those are the those are the singles of. Is it raining? Yeah, it's raining outside. Yeah, those are the singles of the album. Standout tracks for me is "Just Another Victim" with "House of Pain and Helmet." That shit goes hard. Let me see what else. Judgement Night, fucking love that. But I like the remix. The video version, I love that version. I wish that version was on this album, but it's not, unfortunately. I Love You, Mary Jane, which was with Sonic Youth and Cypress Hill. Let me see what else was dope. Come and Die with a Therapy and Fatal. Another joint that was dope too. Real Thing with Cypress Hill and Pearl Jam. Those are the soundtracks for me. I have not, still to this day, I still not have seen the movie. I know. Definitely need to see the movie. I think I did see it. It's been a while, but yeah, Judgement Night, the soundtrack released in 1993. Alright, we got a couple more. I just gotta go through these fast because I'm running out of time. Alright, Obie Trice with his I think this is his debut album, Cheers, released in 2003. Guys got to start with, Eminem got put on by him and things of that nature. Known for singles, Got Some Teeth, Shit Hits the Fan. Let me see what else. The Setup and Don't Come Down. Those are the singles of the album. Standout tracks for me is Average Man, Don't Come Down, Bad Bitches, Shit Hits the Fan, We All Die One Day, which was actually a diss track towards The Source and Benzino. And Lloyd Banks, he kind of took shots at Gyro and Gotti, took shots at him, at both of them. Let's just say that was pretty dope. Look Into My Eyes was pretty dope with Nate Dogg. That shit goes hard. And Never Forget You. Those are the standout tracks for me. Not a bad album. Pretty cool. You know what I mean? Obie Trice, very, very dope MC. I just wish he had better production. But this album definitely got some dope bangers on here. But like I said, it has like that Eminem feel to it. So, it's kind of give or take for me. But Obie Trice, dope MC, with Cheers, released in 2003. Gotta turn it up. Shout out to Buster. Alright, we got 4 more. Then we got Shaggy with Hotshot. This is his 5th album, released in 2000. Man, when this album came out, it was like, this album was like just heavily anticipated just because of the single "It Wasn't Me." It Wasn't Me, being one of the singles. It was the first single, and that song was everywhere. That came out in 2000, like late 2000s. That was like 8th grade for me. Angel was a single. Love Me, and Dance and Shout was a single as well. All right. Standout tracks for me is Hot Shot, Angel, It Wasn't Me. That was it. I was not a fan of the album. I was very disappointed. I don't know. It just didn't really do much for me, man. Shaggy, he's one of those artists that is kind of hit or miss for me. I don't know. He's dope, but he just need that dirty dancehall production, man. He just need that, that Slime Robbie type of production. He needs that kind of production, from my opinion. But he's always been like more like the pop or pop reggae artist, if you will. You know what I mean? So, music that you could play like at like in like the tourist area when you go to like certain countries and things like that. His music is like safe like that, so and that kind of thing. But yeah, Hotshot by Shaggy, released in 2000. All right, got three more. Almost done, guys. We're gonna go to Philly. We're gonna go with Jazzy, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince with He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, released in 1988. Very dope album. This is their second album. Just a little tidbit. This is the first double disc album ever released in hip hop history, vinyl wise. Okay, vinyl wise. Just had to throw it out there. Known for three singles. Brand New Funk was a single. Nightmare on My Street, and Parents Just Don't Understand. Those are the singles of the album. So, little trivia with the song Nightmare on My Street. So originally they recorded the album. They recorded the album for the soundtrack for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, the Dream Master. But I think New Line, kind of the producers, they decided against it, that kind of thing, and it was so bad because like I think they almost did kind of like a cease and desist, almost on this album. So I think in the later pressings they had to put like this song is not affiliated with Nightmare on Elm Street, so they had to put that something like that. They had like a sticker in the later pressings, so they had to do that out there. So I thought it was kind of crazy, to say the least. So the politics and that kind of thing. But it definitely would have been a good look for the movie as well as them as well. So which is pretty interesting. Standout tracks for me is Here We Go Again. That was pretty cool. Brand New Funk. And As We Go. Those to me are like the standout tracks. Overall, pretty cool album. You know what I mean? 88, definitely a great year for hip hop. Golden year, the golden age era of hip hop. It's like the starting year of the golden age era of hip hop. Definitely one of my favorite years of hip hop. Fucking gritty. Just this is when sample-based hip-hop just started reigning supreme, and like around that time, like, I mean, you had the likes of Public Enemy, Kool G Rap, Marley Marl, MC Shan, Big Daddy Kane, and I mean 88. I mean, you can't go wrong. 3 Times Dope. I mean, come on, that year was fucking dope. Yeah, but yeah, He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, released in 1988. Alright, next album. So glad I got my hands on this. Positive K with The Skill That Pays the Bills, released in 1992. Fucking love this album. So glad I got my hands on this album. Known for singles, I Got It Man, which was like all over the MTV back in the day. I Got It Man, Night Shift, and what was the other single? Ain't No Crime, which was the single of the album. Alright, so to me, standout tracks for me is the intro. The intro actually got some shit. The beat, I love the beat for that shit. Pass the Mic. One to the Head, my favorite song of the album. Fucking love that song. Shakin', Car Hoppers, Night Shift, I Got a Man. The Shout Out was pretty dope. Minnie the Moocher, featuring Granddaddy IU. Recipes of Granddaddy IU, by the way. Let me see what else was in the Night Shift remix, and A Flower Grows in Brooklyn, and It's All Over. I mean, overall, great album. For years, I thought he was from the LA, just based on the song I Got It Man, because it has a kind of like, because it kind of has like a West Coast feel to it. It sounds like something that Ice Cube would have rapped over back in like around the Death Certificate, Predator era. Definitely something he could have rapped over. You know what I mean? But very, very, very dope album. I really enjoyed this album. It's out of print, but you can find it. And yeah, dope shit. And he's actually from Brooklyn, so shout out to Positive K. And last but not least, We got Donell Jones with his second album, Where I Wanna Be, released in 1999. This is his second album, fucking dope album. Yeah, so for those who don't know who Donell Jones is, he's a R&B singer from Chicago. He got his start back in 1994 with a group called Portia. And he got put on by DJ Eddie F. Eddie F being part of the Heavy D and the Boys. He's like the co-founder of the group. So, you know, affiliated with Heavy D and things like that. So he got put on by DJ Eddie F. And, yeah, he got put on by DJ Eddie F. And, he was part of the group Portia, like I said before. And he was actually featured on Eddie F's album, Let's Get It On. DJ Eddie F in the Untouchables album that came out in 94, which I need to get my hands on. Definitely gotta get my hands on that. I will at some point definitely will get my hands on that. But anyways, getting back to this album, and then he put out his first album, My Heart, released in 1996, which is a great album. I need to get my hands on that album. I don't have it. Also, he actually co-wrote, ghost wrote for Usher on his first album. The self-titled album, fucking love that album, and he ghost wrote for Jade from their second album. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Mind, Body, Soul. That came out in '94. He ghost wrote for them as well. He had like production, writing credits for that. So his pen game is crazy. And then, you know, coming back with this album right here, I mean, this shit is just goes hard, man. Known for 3 singles, You Know What's Up, which was all over the radio. Shorty got her eyes on me. This Love, and Where I Wanna Be, which was kind of like I just consider that to be a single because it has a video for it. Man, this whole album is fucking dope. I mean, this whole album is fucking dope. Like, when I hear the songs, like, it just brings me back to 7th grade, you know, just because the songs were like all over the radio and it's just all over BET and MTV and things like that, and it was just so dope. It's such a great album, man. And Donell Jones just does not get the shine that he deserves, man, because he is such a great artist, man. And this just goes hard. You Know What's Up, that's the remix with Left Eye, Rest in Peace to Left Eye. I mean, and this album, again, this was like a more production, like more original production compared to the first album, which the first album was more sample based, you know what I mean? But with the exception of the song, what was the song? When I Was Down, which samples Curtis Mayfield. I forgot the name of the song. I think it was the Freddy's Dead song off the Superfly soundtrack. I believe that was a song that he sampled from Curtis Mayfield. But yeah, great album, highly recommended. This would be considered his best album. This would be considered his breakthrough album. Something that kind of, you know, got him through, made him like a superstar and that kind of thing. But yeah, Donell Jones with Where I Wanna Be, released in 1999. Dope shit. That's it, folks. I know it's a little bit long-winded, but I hope you guys enjoyed that CD collection. Definitely stay tuned for more. All right, peace.